Alright, what's up guys? So we just got to my house with the truck and trailer after the track day that we had. I didn't have my camera because I lost my camera battery charger and my battery, so I had to get a new battery, and then I found my charger. We're gonna unload the cars now. So at this last event, my transmission actually broke. It didn't break, but it got stuck in first gear because of the linkage. So I got I think 6 laps, and then I couldn't drive anymore anyways. And then Zach's clutch slave, I think its slave went out, and so it was just dumping fluid, so he only got 12 laps, so we didn't really get to drive that much. But today we're both pulling our transmissions out, and I have a new transmission on the way, and then Zach's putting his slave in, and I'm selling my old dog box because I got sponsored by a new company. Shout out to G-Force. I'm gonna put their Instagram right here. And then we're gonna get the cars in here, start pulling the transmission out, and then probably go and barbecue and go in the pool and stuff, but it should be a pretty fun day.
What's up guys, it's No Nelson here today, pulling apart his crappy dog box to pull it out to put a new one in there. He doesn't got the new one yet though, so obviously you can't do it now, but you'll see later. I like blue.
I like blue.
Y'all look good and sound funny, man. Take the shot.
Oh, so fun.
Hey! Alright, so starting off, I'm going to take off this shifter boot, and then I need to take off my shifter, and then undo these bolts for my transmission tunnel, so then we can move the transmission around a little bit while we're pulling it out, and it'll come out a lot easier. Alright, so now we have, where's the shifter at? So now we have shifter off, shifter boot off, and the switch panel is out. So I'm gonna probably tape this up. Get your finger out of there. Probably gonna tape this up somewhere over here, so when we're pulling the transmission back and forth, it doesn't mess up any of the wires. And then also, this is pretty loose, but I need to take off these couple screws just so it's completely loose so it can move all around. Alright, these are loose now. So now you can see the whole thing moves freely. And I'm actually in the air, so I'm gonna jump down out of the car now, and I think Zach's taking off the exhaust, and then we can start pulling the transmission out. Alright, so we're on top of the lift now, being very sketchy. And Sheldon's taking off the downpipe, so we can take the whole exhaust off so it's not in the way of the transmission. And then Zach got the drive shaft off, and then, what did I just say? I didn't say drive shaft, did I? Drive shaft?
You said something.
Drive shaft? I don't know what I said, but Zach got the drive shaft off, and then it's almost ready to start taking off the mounts and the bell housing and stuff like that, so hopefully we can get it done pretty soon.
Come on. Ready?
This getting so destroyed. Ooh. It's because I go off track too often. I need to stop going off track. Alright, so drive shaft is off now. Starter bolts and bell housing bolts are coming off, and then we're going to take this, and then it's ready to come out. Almost all out. So now we have this bolt here, and this bolt here, and then it's going to be Zach, Jordan, Sheldon, me, maybe Jace will come help too. And then we're gonna have to pull the trans out. So we're gonna have to push up on the front of the motor to tilt it down, so then the trans tilts up, and then it makes everything a lot easier to pull the trans out because it won't come just straight out, which kind of sucks.
Zach, come over this side.
Oh! Good job, good job, good job.
Dude, that was so much. Every time we do that, pull out from here. Grandma! Get out of here. Right now.
What it is? What? Yeah,
Alright, so the trans is out of the car now. Obviously, drive shaft, bell housing, starter, mount, and then trans. So I don't know if you guys couldn't really see in what we were doing, but when we were pushing the trans up, this whole tunnel was coming up and down, and that's the reason why I said I took those few like screws out. But my car is coming out now, and we're gonna push it outside, and then Zach's gonna bring his 350Z in, and he's gonna start pulling his trans out so he can change his clutch and his what are you changing, Zach? Your clutch and what else was it though? And his slave cylinder. That's what it was. Keeping up with drunk Jace.
Drunk Jace.
Keeping up with drunk Jasper. This is what Jace does when he says he's editing your photos. He's drinking Coors.
For sure, would have just
Post Sheldon.
if you hit me right there.
He's in training right now.
Yo.
You want to watch a chair right now?
Krispy Kreme. Jace, is that number 5?
That was way more than 5.
6? 7.
It's at least 7 or 8. What you got cooking up?
Some patties, some good meats.
Hey, what seasoning did you put on there?
I didn't put it on.
I know it tastes good though. Alright, so Zach, Jordan, and Sheldon got the transmission out of Zach's car. Jason and I were making a logo for a new clothing brand that I'm gonna have that will hopefully drop in the next like month or so. But this is what got done for the night. His trans got out, my trans got out, and then we're probably gonna come back in the next day or so, maybe a little later, and then put the new clutch in that he got from Action. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Probably will just be more transmission stuff since both of our cars are messed up. But thanks for watching.